Hello 127th Wing, I'm General Mammen and welcome to the November drill. Today I'm filming from the Force Support Squadron flag room or re-enlistment room where they do all the re-enlistments for the 127th Wing. It is a really nice setup and we'll talk a little bit more about re-enlistments here in a few minutes. But first I want to talk about the FSS and the success stories that they've had this past year. I really want to focus on three things. First, everything the FSS does touches a military member's career somehow. Whether it be ID cards, whether it be promotions, whether it be personnel actions, it's all done through the Force Support Squadron. So when you think about it, this last year, despite a COVID environment where we have to maintain social distancing and all those restrictions that we've had, they've still been able to process over 1,500 ID cards, over 400 military personnel actions, nearly 200 promotions through the 127th Wing. This has all been done while they're trying to maintain a social distance. Again, think about that. Everything they do, or a lot of what they do, is based on face-to-face interaction. And they've had to do that and adjust through this new environment. Job well done. The second part of the Force Support Squadron that I want to talk about is training. Base training has done a lot of work changing processes to fix training issues across the 127th Wing, and they've done a fantastic job. In addition to that, they are responsible to ensure all our newest sessions head off to basic training and 3-level tech school. And they've processed nearly 150 members off to basic training and tech school this year. Again, all from a COVID social distance environment. Job well done. The third area of the Force Support Squadron that I want to highlight is being a workplace of choice. Remember from our state strategic plan that a workplace of choice is an emphasis item for all of us in the organization. One of the indicators that I look at is recruiting and retention. This year, they had an amazing year in the Force Support Squadron and recruited 16 people into the organization. That is more than any other organization in the 127th Wing, and they have brought their manning nearly up to 100% in the Force Support Squadron. In fact, recruiting has told me that referrals are their best source for recruits. So think about that. The Force Support Squadron was able to get a lion's share of the recruits this year because of referrals within the organization. That tells me that they are a workplace of choice. Well done. This year we had lots of goals with retention and recruiting, and we've met most of those goals. In fact, retention, our goal was 90% retainability, or retention of our members. We actually hit 90.6%, so we made that number. But this year, we've changed that metric. We're looking to retain 93% of our workforce. What does that mean to you? That means, for me, that means I can only lose 100 members in the 127th Wing this year due to retirements, separations, or transfers. Only 100. That seems like a very small number because it is. It's a very audacious goal, but we can do that, and I need your help to keep people on board. In fact, when you think about that retention rate, that will equate to more people re-enlisting in this organization. Right here in this room is where those enlistments will take place. I want to see this room being used a lot this year. It is so important that we get to 100% manning, and we need to do it by October of next year. Again, I need your help. So now I'm going to pass it off to the Chief, and he wants to talk to you a little bit about resiliency. Chief.
So I'm coming at you today from our medical group, where you will find the Office of the Director of Psychological Health. That's just one of the many resources that are available to each and every one of us. Now, as military members, we face a lot of uncertainty and a lot of unique challenges, such as high ops tempo, long deployments, time away from family, and not to mention the uncertainty of our world today. Those challenges aren't going away, and compounded, they can easily lead to stress that seems insurmountable. And if that happens, resiliency is key. The 4 pillars of resiliency are physical, mental, social, and spiritual. Physical resiliency is more than just being able to pass our Air Force PT test. It's about maintaining a healthy weight, proper diet, adequate rest. Mental. Now that's about developing and practicing good coping skills. And remember, we are all in this together. Social. It's about taking time to spend time with your family and your friends and otherwise unplugging from the stressors of work life. And finally, spiritual. Spiritual resiliency is about maintaining a healthy and positive spirit in the face of adversity, no matter what your faith is. I want you to take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and look out for your wingman. We are the 127th Wing, and we stand ready. Team Selfridge, have a great RSD. I'll see you out there.
Thanks, Chief. And I want to do a quick COVID update to tell you where we're at. This summer was really good as far as a lack of viral transmission. That's all because of your discipline wearing masks, washing your hands, practicing good hygiene, and social distancing. But with that, with the cold temperatures on the way, more people are doing things indoors, and viral transmission is heating up in the local area. And you know what? We've had a few extra COVID positives the last several weeks as well here within the 127th Wing. Although it's a little disappointing to see those numbers pop, we're still trailing the local community by far. But at the same token, I think we can do better if we continue with our discipline of wearing our masks, practicing good hygiene, including washing hands, and maintaining a social distance. So the workplace is safe as long as we adhere to those standards. So I implore all of you to practice that discipline every day, to wear your masks and wash your hands and maintain a social distance. I want to close this video to talk about what's going to be happening this drill weekend. You'll probably notice that most of the commanders, the chiefs, and the first sergeants will be in a conference. Our conference is the Senior Leadership Conference for the state of Michigan, where all leaders across the Army, Department of Military Veterans Affairs, and the Air are going to be getting together on Zoom or on Teams to talk about our strategy moving forward. So this is our opportunity to really coordinate with the entire Michigan Guard and the Michigan Department of Military Veterans Affairs to get our strategy right moving forward. So the leaders of the organization below the squadron commander level and below the chief level have been charged to execute this drill weekend with my intent. So with that, I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and please be safe. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you for your professionalism.